Hello, everyone. Welcome to the main event. You are here with me, Daniel. Go on, you can see Aaron's part if you want, Nathan.
Oh, thanks. And me, Nathan.
Aaron is meant to be here. However, he's having Wi-Fi difficulties in Georgia, Atlanta, not like Tbilisi, Georgia. So Aaron is meant to be on here. Aaron's got all the stuff. Aaron's got all the visuals. And we realised that we're running late, so we've just decided to wing it, basically. I think a few people were waiting anyway, but I'll just give everyone a couple more minutes to get involved, and I'll tweet it out. Nathan,
Yes.
how you doing, mate? How's everything been?
I'm good. It's been a whirlwind of a week.
Did your week, without ruining anything, go well?
Yeah. Went all right.
Went all right. You're remaining very coy there. Remaining very, very coy. So it was a bit of a mad game week. This one. Did you manage to watch any of the games?
I watched about 15 minutes of the Wolfsburg game yesterday.
Did you watch anything else? A bit too busy.
No.
Well, good job I'm here then. So, yeah, I managed to watch I was trying to flick through, trying to catch some of the good moments. On day one, I was sort of flicking between the two early fixtures, and then I watched the goal show on BT. I really wanted to watch the Inter versus Sheriff game, but that was like the only game I couldn't get. Every other game I could have watched, and I couldn't really decide. And goals were just flying in everywhere. And then yesterday, I watched mainly the Wolfsburg versus Salzburg game. I thought that was a standout fixture, even though that was it was all right.
It was all right. It wasn't the best.
Yeah, it wasn't great. It was like lulls, wasn't it? It wasn't exactly what you want from Champions League football.
I think it's just one of them ones where it's like you saw one team tired, and then it was like the other one just went, it's time. We've got younger players. Let's blast through them.
Yeah. And then for the second game, I watched as much of the Bayern game as possible. It's had the most players from there. My captain was in that game. So other than just when I saw goals come through, I was flicking through to the goal show just to sort of catch them, so I didn't have to wait all night.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much what I managed to catch. I just realised as well, Nathan, you look like you just sat in a strip club there casually with like a felt curtain behind you. What's that all about?
It is a curtain, but it's not a strip club curtain.
Or you're not? I was going to say you're not been going to the charity shops and you don't know where it's been. It's or maybe just converting your house into a strip club. That could be interesting. We could have a main event strip club.
Oh.
So let's get involved with our weeks. We'll talk about Aaron's just because I think Aaron had a really good week. Actually, I think Aaron did better than both of us this week. But it was mental for scores. As we'll get on to when we talk about our league itself, our Champions League, there are a couple of ridiculous monster scores in there this week. But Nathan, do you want to start? Just want to go through, if you used a chip, let us know what you used. If not, just what was your team? What was your substitutions and did it work? Why did you make those substitutions?
I used a wild card because it literally got to the point where I was like, I'm not going to pick up any points if I don't. Ironically, I took out Mbappe and Ronaldo and both of them scored goals, so I would have been all right forward-wise. Would have done better than the actual forwards I had in my team. I brought in Adeyemi for Ronaldo. And I brought in Lewandowski for Mbappe. Obviously went with Haaland in the first day. He flopped. I brought in Grunewald, Seevald. I actually went with a triple up of Salzburg players. Might have been madness, but it worked. I got a 6, a 7, and a 3 out of them. Tuesday was an absolute flop, though. When I look back at my score and I had 13 points, I thought, yeah, this is going to be one of them weeks. But then Lewandowski and Sane kind of saved me whole week and got us up to 76 for the Wednesday and finished on 89.
So you finished on 89 points overall.
Yep.
What's that done to your position, like your rankings, your league?
Rankings, I've actually got greens. I was quite surprised. I thought I was going to go down because when you said yesterday you had reds and you were 88, I was like, hang on. But overall, I'm 3,600. In England, I'm 95th.
For me, it had updated all the leagues, but it hadn't actually updated the overall ranking. So I actually didn't get a red arrow from my 88. I got a little green arrow. Spoiler alert. So for me, I had, if I can get my team up here. So I'd obviously wildcarded in Matchday 2. This was a team that was set up for Matchdays 2, 3, and 4. Consistency Matchday 2, I got 87. This week I got 88, which is on the low end of a good result. I think if you weren't getting in the 80s, you're in big trouble. So I had Diego Costa in goal with a clean sheet, so I didn't need to change him, although Banu did get a clean sheet, so it's just my luck that last week neither of them got a clean sheet. This week both of them got a clean sheet. Dumfries, I took a punt on him to be my game day 1 captain. Got 5 points, so I moved that. Anything less than 7, I'm willing to take the chance on, really, providing there's a good option. Mazraoui with 8. I had Kimmich with 9 points. Zappacosta with 4 early assists, but then Man United turned them over. And I've seen a lot of talk about Man United's performance in the second half. I do think Bruno, when I watched that game as much as I possibly could, Bruno was like on another level in that second half. But also, Atalanta were playing a centre midfielder as centre back, and then their first choice centre back within the centre of their 3 went off at halftime when they were 2-0 up, and they brought on one of the worst defenders I've ever seen, and he was really bad in the game. So
I remember them saying this was Atlanta's second string side. So I think people hyping up that Man U are like the greatest team going because they came back from 2-0 down. You've got to remember they had a lot of injuries.
Yeah, I'm fairly confident Liverpool are going to win at the weekend. Groeneveld with 5 came up with the last sort of few minutes assist. It was actually a shot that the keeper saved, and I've got no idea how he missed. Sane with 18. Yes.
Yeah, save me.
Gonçalves, don't know how to pronounce his name because it's got the little squiggly bit under the C. So, 6 points. He managed to get an assist at the very end, a bit fortunate. Benzema with 9 points because he got player of the match. Lewandowski was my captain, so 6 double to 12. And Adeyemi for 6. I took out... who did I take out? My transfers were Haller out. That's a disaster to put in Adeyemi. Oh. Absolute disaster. And I took out Diaz for Gonçalves. So that worked out well. He got an assist, 6 points. I'm really happy with that. On my bench, I had Kondogbia for 1 point, who I took out, and Kunku for 2 points. But my main gripe is, as we get on to our Champions League very shortly, I missed out on 3 points from Azpilicueta because of all the Twitter noise. Basically, Azpilicueta was in my team, and then things started coming out about 4-4-2s and 4-5-1s and 4-3-3s, and James is starting. And even when I heard James was starting, I put in people were messaging me. I said, no, I actually think Azpilicueta is going to play it, and I think he's more likely to get rested against Norwich. That's just my personal feelings towards it. As soon as I started seeing 4 at the back, I was like, nah, he is not playing in a 4 at the back. And that's spoiled it. So it's really, really annoying. And I know that Aaron had something similar with Benzema match day 1. Frustrating. Just a lot of Chelsea fans were talking about it. So it was a bit... I didn't want to make a stupid decision. Mathematically, I thought, you know what? Even if he starts, then it's better just have someone that is playing, like Zappacosta, just working it out numbers wise. Leagues for our league, just our normal main event league. I'm up to 8th out of 117. Overall,
I'm 17th, and I had one better week than you. I don't like it.
What? So you only had one better week than me.
Yeah, but I got 92 in that week.
Consistency, mate.
Yeah.
Consistency wins titles. I've got overall rank 2,177. So it's a little green arrow. Just slowly getting there. England, I'm up to 47th. So yeah, not the worst. Let's talk about Aaron's team. As I bring it up in front of me, and he has left some comments. If anyone wants to see those. So he's done really well this week, Aaron. Where are you, Aaron? Like I say, sorry about this. We usually have it on screen, and we would normally have it on screen. It's just like I say, Aaron's in America and he's in charge. We're useless.
I'm not trusted with anything.
So as you can see, Aaron's overall rank is 89,254th, which is, for his standards, is pretty low. It's like not great, but it's an increase of over 200k. So that's really good. He's massive green arrow there, coming back to form. He's 2,444 in England, and he's 358 in his AC Milan fan league. For his transfers, he took a -4, which is breaking all the rules of this podcast. Aaron's turned into a maverick somehow overnight. I don't know what's happened to him. He took a -4 to bring in Haaland, Salah, and Zappacosta, taking out Ronaldo, Mount, and Gersons. Obviously, Gerson's injured, so that's fine. Mount, don't think he did anything.
Don't think so.
Ronaldo, obviously, he could have. I don't know. He must have needed the money to go down Ronaldo to Haaland to then get Salah, and obviously Salah's earned his points back, really, because
Salah's a no-brainer. Like, if you don't have him in your team,
you're going to be struggling. It's not going to be a nice time for you. Just trying to find his actual bloody team so I can.
I think I had it before.
Aaron.
Where is he in our league?
He's not very high in our league. Let's get up.
I know, it's quite a scroll. Sorry, Aaron.
In too many leagues.
I've got him.
Do you want to read out his team then, Nathan?
Yeah, he had Costa and goal, so he got 6 points there. Dumfries, 5 points. You went Diego Carlos, who got 7 points. Kimmich with 9. Zappacosta with 4. He had Casemiro with 7 points. And then he had Jorginho. So he got 18 points from Jorginho because he got player of the match.
Wow.
He captained Mo Salah and got 26 points. Alvarez in the midfield for 4 points. Haaland with 2. And then he had Mbappe as well, 9 points. Player of the match there.
Well played, Aaron.
He's
Even
bench
for a
was
-4.
Trent, Martinez, and Fabinho.
Wowza. Well done, Aaron. I mean, some really brave picks in the end. I mean, he's got Salah in.
Mm-hmm.
That feels like the right thing to do. It's just hard to have Salah and Sané. I mean, I think I might have to drop someone like Benzema to Hala to then go from one of me 6s up. Maybe if I can, I don't even think that works. I'm gonna have to think about it.
That was the same for me. Like, I was having to work out like what I'm going to do next, and it was like, because I've got Salah, I've got Haaland, Lewandowski, Sané. It's like, do I drop out Bellingham to bring in to get some free up some funds? Because I don't really want to carry on with the Salzburg triple up. I think it's a bit risky.
That was brave. It almost worked out for you.
Vermaelen nearly scored at one point.
And your midfielder got your return as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he got the assist for the Adeyemi goal.
What are you making of these player of the match decisions? I've seen controversy around this.
Yeah, some of them seem a bit dodgy. Like, who got it in the Bayern game again?
Well, Kingsley Coman got it, and I was tweeting. No, I wasn't tweeting. I was WhatsApping a couple of groups, and I believe Sané didn't deserve to win the player of the match because he was one of the worst players in the first half. His touches were sloppy, his passing was sloppy. He missed a couple of really good chances. One was a sitter by his standards, and he didn't even hit the target. When he was the shot when he's wide and he hits it across goal. There was one where he was narrowly deflected. I don't think that's his fault. I think it was good defending. Second half, obviously, he's turned it up and he's had some great output. Kingsley Coman was better than him while he was on the pitch. However, and I'm not saying this because I own him, because there are other players that I own that have probably won it and I've gone, nah, they probably shouldn't have got that, is Kimmich. He was ridiculous. He had, obviously, I think he got the most ball recoveries in the game, but he was the one that was playing the passes before the goals. Like, he's got the assist of the assist, like for the Gnabry, the Gnabry assist for the own goal. He's just chipped that straight through. And he was doing that all game, and he had everything. He was
10
doing
ball recoveries.
Ridiculous. He was doing, bear in mind, in the previous 2 games, he got 2 in each game.
Yep.
He'd had 4 within the first 20 minutes of this game. So he was doing the dirty defensive work against a very, very robust Benfica team. The scoreline doesn't reflect the game at all. Like, at all. This could have been 2-2, 3-2. I thought Benfica made a really good account of themselves into the last 10 minets.
I think they're just tired out.
And yeah, absolutely. And I think the heads dropped after the second goal. But Bayern didn't look great when Sabitzer was in the middle. He usually plays a bit higher up. I think he was trying to do the Goretzka role and it didn't suit him. So Kimmich was a one-man band in midfield. And yes, I own him, but I'm not saying because I own him. I'm just saying, like, in terms of everyone saying, oh, Sané should win it. I actually disagree, and I own Sané because he was really bad in the first half, and yeah, he's got some returns. I don't think Coman should have won it, though, because attacking players live and die by the sword, and when the team scores 4 goals and doesn't concede, if you didn't really have some kind of output in that game. That being said, it's a nice moment for him. He had a heart issue. He came back. But I mean, you can't be given player of the matches based on sentimentality. And even if it wasn't him, if it wasn't Kimmich, I would have said Luca Hernandez was ridiculous. He played left back, and we've slated him at left back at times. We always say he's a centre back. But I mean, I genuinely thought he was terrific.
He's got his issues at the moment.
He does have his issues. I don't think he should be playing.
No.
And just to clarify, he's not meant to be going to jail for the offence that he committed. He's meant to be going to jail because he broke a court order.
Oh, is that because he ended up marrying his wife and then going on honeymoon with her?
Yeah, so for anyone that doesn't know, he got into an altercation with his wife in the street. I don't know the severity of said altercation. But obviously it wasn't bad enough for him to go to prison, but it was bad enough for the judge to give a 6-month court order to both of them, to both him and his partner. They weren't meant to meet each other for 6 months. She actually didn't receive the court order. It didn't get sent properly, so there was like an administrative error. And for him, he did get it. It was read, it was acknowledged. And then 2 weeks later, they went on a honeymoon. And obviously the judge found out. And then obviously he went, I think he played a bit, but then moved from, it was when he was playing for Atletico Madrid. So he moved from Madrid to Munich. And the judge was like, wait there a minute. So the year in prison is for breaking his court order, not for the altercation with his wife. So, yeah, obviously I don't know what the altercation was. We don't know who started it, but the restraining order was given to both parties. So I don't think it's cut and dry that it was like clear domestic abuse or anything like that. Just, we don't know what happened. And let's just keep it that way. It's none of our business. Let's
get one player of the match.
Yeah?
I got Geronimo Rulli.
That's another one. How has that worked out? Your team scored 4 goals and you haven't kept a clean sheet, but the goalkeeper gets a man in the match. Is that?
And he got a yellow card.
Yeah. I think they're trying to be a bit too clever with who they're picking at times. They're trying to go against the grain, and it's just sometimes it's really obvious. And again, I got Danjuma in that game. It's not like he ever deserved it. And from what I've seen, he was really bad. It was really bad in the game. So it's not just like, oh, how dare you give it to not my players? It's just, why would you give it to Rooley when there are other players who have surely outperformed him? There was a few mad ones. I saw a lot of people questioning why Daley Blind got one. He's a defender and he got a goal and assist.
Yeah.
And he kept a clean sheet. I don't know what more you need to do to get a player of the match.
Yeah, I definitely think that's deserved if you've done all that.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's look through some of the results for our Champions League because it's all hotting up now. Now that we're halfway through. So Kevin Wolf, after a bad first week, he's done it again. He's beaten FPL Swede, so that's 98 points to 94 in Group A. Big shout out to is Aaron in?
Look who's here.
Hello, Aaron.
How are you?
I just got a shock when the screen kind of popped up there. I was like, what's going on?
Better late than never. And it'll help us with this bit.
Yeah.
Well done. How did you manage to fix the Wi-Fi?
I don't know.
Did you turn it off and put it back on again?
Yeah, we'll just pray it stays on.
Oh, well, that's good. I can read off now. So, yeah, Steve Bird losing with 100 points to our player of the week, FPL _ Dylan with 118. That is disgusting, Dylan. That's minging. How dare you?
Yeah.
Nitesh with 91 losing to Matt. 94 points, that's good because I know that he didn't get off to the best start, so he'd be really happy with a win. A tie. I think this is our first tie All-Stars with Raj, so FPL Canadian Dylan. Viali with a win. Cameron gifting him one. Cameron's reverted to form.
He's done.
To 63. I think he's done. I mean, Project Top 50, that isn't top 50 in the world. That's our league for 117 people. It's fantastic. Kaitis with 102, again, breaking third person already to break 100 points. Beating Rossoneri, so Nick with 86. I lost. Get out the little violins, fellas. 88 points to 91. Well done at Hunt FPL. And that's where the Aspilicueta points came in, because that's 3 points. So I would have got a tie, but never mind. Well done to you. The Krisk losing with 66 to FPL Kush with 102. Fourth person to break 100 points. Some silly points here, aren't there? Danny with 90 points beating FPL Fraser with 88. That was close. Zay, FPL Zay, 74, losing to FF_Titan with 88. Abdul, our honorary fifth member of the podcast, you'll have to come on one day, with 95 points beating Ahmed Ashmawi, 91. FPL Fax, 61, getting beat by you, Nathan, with 89. Very well done.
Unbeaten runs, just carrying on, man.
We've got, you like Salzburg? We've got FPL Austria losing to UCL Fantasy Guide. That was a big one. 64 versus 74, but just in terms of the two accounts. Fantasy Football Frog, 85, beating JPCC Silva. Mouthful that. 65 points, sorry. FPL Tora and Louis Lamp 8. Is it Louis or Lewis? Sorry. I actually should probably message you asking which one this is, because I probably mispronouncing your name. 104 to 101. That is absolutely ridiculous. You should never lose with 101 points. And then Aaron there. Is that your first win, Aaron?
No, my second win. I beat Tora first.
Oh yeah. I just set you up for that one, mate.
My point difference is awful, though. This is a very tough group. So
93 to 88.
I think that's what it's going to come down to, is point difference.
You've got the group of death. 100% you've got the group of death. Because at FPL Reactions is a writer for Scout. I didn't realise this. So I feel bad for all of you in that group. There's two really good players are going to go out. Do you want to have a look at the groups, Aaron? How you got the groups on there?
Yep.
going to say, I think one more win and I might be qualified.
Oh, this is way better with you here, Aaron. So we've got Steve
Wow,
Bird.
thanks.
No, I mean in terms of the graphics, not because we're like Aaron. You can go away now, Aaron, if you want. Go make yourself a cuppa. So Steve Bird, top goal difference, 36 points. Kevin Wolf with a -10 for points difference, but it's the wins that matter, 6 points. And then
That's
Dylan
his first match day that let him down there.
Yeah, it is. Lots of people let down by match day one. I don't think it was a very high scoring game. I don't think there was many points to sniff out.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all to play for. That's a great thing. 3 games in, and it's arguably more to play for in this than the real Champions League. We'll go on to Group B.
That's a huge point difference.
This is crazy. That Raj has drawn 2 games. Also, obviously wasn't the first draw. Obviously had one previously, but I wouldn't have ever thought that was possible. We've got Matt and Dylan there holding off for joint second, but Matt ahead on points difference, and then Nitesh top of the crop with 6 points so far, and a massive points difference, 74. Kaidas running away with things. Yeah, give everyone a chance, mate. 9 points. Viali with 3, as well as Nick and Cameron. Viali with superior points difference so far compared to the other 2 in the negatives. But again, if you pick up the win, it doesn't matter. So that is really tightly poised. Although I can't foresee too many more wins for Cameron. I think Cameron's the young boys of this group.
Oh.
Hunt has came up to join top with me, and I'm just ahead on points difference, thankfully quite a lot, which hopefully doesn't come down to that. Kush and the Krisk there with 3 each, and Kush somehow with a massive points difference, better than some people in first and second. So well done to you, mate. Well done to Hunt for getting up there with me. This is lovely. Sorry, FPL Fraser. You may have to do a Newcastle of 2004, I think it was, to get yourself out of this. But with 6 points each for the rest, Danny, Zay, and Titan, that's looking very, very juicy. Nathan, there you are with 9 points. You smug git.
I think it's crazy. It's crazy in this group that all the points difference is all multiples of 10.
Yes. The one thing I would like to say about FPL Facts is that there was an issue with the app and the website yesterday where for lots of players it's kicked them out. It said the team doesn't exist anymore when it does exist. And it's forcing them to create new teams. So FPL Facts wasn't able to make any substitutions, and his bench was very, very good. So I feel for Tim. So I just want to make that known that he's been a great player and he would have done very well yesterday. But the shock, there's a problem with the UEFA Gaming Hub. You need to get it fixed. Abdul is in there with 3 points. Well done. Getting off the mark. And Ahmed is joint with Abdul. I like how Abdul makes the tables and has put himself third. Enjoy that. Look at shithousery there, Abdul. We'll say it's because it's alphabetical order of your names. Your first names, not your surnames. Go on to the next group.
Just before we do that, Nathan, you go on trades and I'll take over.
Cheers, Aaron.
All right, see you.
Cheers
for filling in.
See you later.
All right.
Where was Nathan going
there? His dinner was ready, and he was getting messages to hurry up.
Okay. I think we'll probably have a lot of them. UCL Fantasy Guide, top with 40 points difference and 9 points, 3 wins out of 3. And then everyone else all the same. We've got Fantasy Football Frog, JPCC Silver, and FPL_Oz Austria, all with 3 points, and it's just negative goal differences affecting that group. The last group, what one more group? Group H, is that the last one? Yep.
It's tough.
And there we go. So I'm looking. I've got FPL reactions, 6 points. The problem is I keep on reading whether it's Louis or Lewis Lamps, and all I can think of is Lewis Litt from Suits, for anyone that's seen
Typical.
Suits. Have you seen Suits before, Aaron? Aaron, have you seen it before?
I have seen a few parts of it, yeah. I've not watched it all the way through, but kind of caught a few episodes here and there.
Oh, it's great. You should watch it from the beginning. Time to get lit up. Got Tora with 6, Aaron New there with 6, and Ari bottom with nothing at the minute. Again, you're going to have to turn that round. How are you feeling with your position there, Aaron? How do you think you're doing so far?
Fine, to be fair. I don't know what the signal's like. I'm getting loads of warning signs from it. So I think it just comes down to point difference, to be honest.
Yeah, I think your signal's a bit poor at the minute. I think it's lagging, and now you're sort of doing a robot neck dance. But I think we should probably leave it there. Just obviously you're on holiday, so I don't want to be keeping you for too long. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Obviously, it was a bit bootleg this one, just with Aaron being away. I think he's completely frozen now, so it's just me talking to myself. We will see you next time for our previews. I won't see you. I'm going to Naples, so I won't be here, but Aaron will be doing it. That'll be not a live stream. It'll be pre-recorded, so hopefully everything works out fine. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. We are at UCL Fantasy Pod. Give us a like and a subscribe if you haven't already. And like I say, Nathan, I think, and Aaron will see you for the next preview, and I'll be sure to send them some suggestions, and I'll try and keep my my little Twitter wildcard threads updated for everyone that gives a crap. So we'll see you later. Enjoy your night. Bye now.